is not the first time that state government has heard about this proposal by WBS or the group that are saying that they are in contact with WBS. The very first meeting with the NGOs was conducted even before we announced the Pewartaan on Thursday. The very first meeting, I checked the meeting and listened to them on Thursday before the announcement of the Pewartaan. At that time, we already discussed about the issue of mass vaccination also, and they've already brought up WBS. And we are arranging a meeting with WBS via teleconferencing today evening with the NGO present, with WBS, and also me as a representative of state government. I'm holding it in my office. So I think that part of the information, I think the NGO didn't tell you guys, that we are engaging also with WBS and other experts from world bodies to probably propose and also advise us on what are the best practice that probably be conducted in other part of the world. So I think there's no issue saying that state is not giving authorization. We are in engagement. I think what the NGOs, not all NGOs, I hate to say that it's not to generalize all the NGOs or the animal rights activists. Some, I think majority of them are rational in this issue. They understand that we are not in a calm period where we could do accordingly to what we feel best fit for us. The thing is, now we are in a crisis. So far, since last week, we have to wait until within this week. Today is only Monday. We have to wait this week and pray hard that no cases reported in Perak. Because based on the pattern and the chronology, within 2 weeks it spread from one state to another state and to another state, which is from Perlis to Kedah, from Kedah to Penang. So if within these 2 weeks, this final 1 week, there's no cases reported in Perak, then I think we are quite okay, meaning we are able to contain it. But if within this 1 week, any case prop up in Perak, then probably it's only reached and also only spreading out to south to other part of the country. So these are the things that I think we have to look into, because we are in a crisis. This is not just a simple kind of infection. Even Dr. Chu from ID department, from infectious disease department from Penang GH also has mentioned that if any human develop any symptoms of rabies infection, there's almost certain death already. Worldwide, there's only 12 or 14 recorded survivors of the whole world, less than 20 recorded has survived rabies. Yearly 55,000 deaths caused by rabies in human. Okay, so in order for some of the NGOs saying that state are not authorizing this and that, I think it's a bit not true. They should tell that the engagement has started even before the Pewartaan was announced. And we've engaged with them, and I think our priority, if you're talking about vaccination also, not only pets that being kept by dog owners. We know there's quite a number of animal sanctuaries in Penang, which we've offered to these NGOs to actually work hand in hand with the veterinary department so that we could later on provide service of vaccination to these stray dogs that already been kept in isolation before this outbreak started. And I think another thing is that we also advise all the NGOs that are involved, particular individuals that are involved in this work and activity that they are doing, to get themselves vaccinated also. Because we regard them as a first liner who's in contact with stray dogs who might not know, probably they might be acquiring the infection from those dogs that they've handled. In Perlis, for example, just to share with you guys, some of the samples that came back from the stray dogs, it's not only from the what you call this, the female dog, but even from the puppies, pups, also confirmed there's rabies. Because dogs also the female dog will actually bite the puppies and also lick the puppies. So it has shown in place that it already transmitted within the stray dog population from the mother to the puppy. So these are the things that I think we have to look into consideration. Why state government hand in hand with the advice from the veterinary department and also the health department, why we take into consideration that we need to control the number of stray dogs and we have to come up with this operation of culling. Culling is not the mainstay. That one I think everyone agreed. It's not the mainstay. The mainstay is still vaccination. And even that, I think some of the NGOs actually came up to me and say, we can assist you guys, we can assist the state government, but you must stop the killing first. I think that's a bit too weird in the sense that you are demanding, you wanted to help us, but you put some demands and conditions. I think that shouldn't be the way if you want to. They should actually come to state government, work hand in hand, and help us and assist us. That's why I'm suggesting to them not to go with the campaign of stop the killing. We should go on the campaign stop the rabies. They should be helping us. We've been telling this to them also. We have already invited them to come on board with state government, with state health department and veterinary department to go on a campaign, awareness campaign, not only for public but also for, especially for dog owners. How they should keep their dogs inside the house, how they should keep their dogs on leash, so when they go out, and how they prevent from these dogs to be bitten by stray dogs. Not only that, how to feed their dogs. I think there's a whole guideline on this to prevent rabies infection, not only from stray dogs but also from wildlife animals. Because we know in some part of our state there are monkeys, stray monkeys. There are other mammals also. There are bats. This also can transmit infection to these dogs. And you're talking about domestic dogs. And it has been shown in other parts of the world that this does happen, this kind of transmission. So I think for the NGOs, they must be realistic in this matter. And another thing is that for us to deal professionally with them, first, before being professional, they must be rational first.
Saya nak minta itu Dr. Siti Saumia